Unreasonable search and seizure. He said because I was leaning over. What crime is that? What crime is it to lean over in your own car? Clearly articulate what crime that is.
I'm just asking for your driver's license.
Am I going to be arrested if I don't give you my driver's license?
I'm just asking for your driver's license. Yes, sir, you can be arrested.
If you're asking for it, I'm going to say no. If you're requesting it, requiring it by law,
I am requiring it by law.
Under threat of arrest, then I will.
I am requiring it by law. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I am going to get arrested if I don't ID myself.
There is state law that says when you're requested by law enforcement.
Yes or no?
Yes,
okay.
If you're required by law enforcement, you must provide your driver's license.
All right. If there's a reasonable suspicion.
What happens when you know your rights and the police push back anyway? Today's footage comes from Chicago, Illinois, and a separate stop near a state property facility where two drivers found themselves in tense encounters that escalated fast. These officers may have gone too far demanding ID, but did they cross the line? Big credit to Disorderly Product News for documenting these moments and helping spread awareness about civil rights. The question is, will these citizens stand their ground or comply under pressure? Make sure to check out the original channel, link in the description. Subscribe to them, follow their work, and let them know ID Refusal Pro sent you, because we stand for civil rights. Trust me, you're going to learn something, and you will have an opinion on this one.
Would you lean over and put under the seat when I pulled you over? Huh?
I don't answer questions, man.
Went up for me, Joseph.
Man, there's nothing underneath the seat.
When you lean over in the seat, when I pull you over,
I went to get my phone. I don't
know.
What's your reason for pulling me out of the car?
I told you, you need a seatbelt on first.
Okay, that's okay. So write me a sticker for a seatbelt.
And then when you lean over and put something that looks like you're leaning over, put something on the seat.
He doesn't raise his voice. He doesn't panic. He asks one question officers hate. What's the crime? Under Terry v. Ohio, police must have reasonable, articulable suspicion, not a guess. Leaning over isn't a crime, and that's where the stop starts falling apart.
Unreasonable search and seizure. He said because I was leaning over. What crime is that? What crime is it to lean over in your own car? Clearly articulate what crime that is.
I don't know if you're trying to hide a weapon.
Well, it has to be a Terry stop. You need to have clear and articulable evidence that I committed a crime. Okay, what's the evidence of? Leaning over is a crime?
Trying to hide a weapon. I don't know that.
Okay, so what are you going to do? You cannot, this is a Terry stop, right? It has to qualify as a Terry stop. You have to, I'm not getting out of the car. I didn't do anything wrong. Me leaning over and you believing I touched something means nothing. Means nothing. That's not a crime. I didn't do anything wrong.
Sir, exit the vehicle. It's okay. We're all being recorded. We're all being recorded, ma'am.
Okay, so then why are you getting so excited that I'm recording if we're all being recorded?
That's fine. I just want to let you know.
What are you doing?
I'm patting you down.
You're allowed to do a cursory search of my person.
It's a pat down.
Why is she searching my car? Why is she? I did not give her permission to search my car.
Exit the vehicle.
You got nothing to hide.
It's okay. We're all being recorded. We have audio and visual recordings.
Why are you getting so excited that I'm recording if we're all being recorded?
That's fine. I just want to let you know.
What are you doing? You're allowed to do a cursory search of my person.
It's a pat down.
Why is she searching my car? Why is she? I did not give her permission to search my car. Me leaning over is not a crime. No. That's not exactly. You don't know. You have that clear and articulate. You just said the magic words. You don't know. Exactly. You don't know. And you need to have clear and articulable evidence if I am. You need to have clear and articulable evidence I am. So you saying you just don't know?
You got insurance on the car, Joseph? You have insurance on the car?
Why is she in my car?
Do you have insurance on the car?
I'm not in. Why is she in my car?
Do you have insurance on the car?
Of course I have insurance.
I wanted to see what you were leaving.
Get out of my car.
Don't tell me what to do.
Where's your insurance?
Okay?
When I was leaning over, get it with my phone.
Here you go.
It's on me. My phone.
Okay, good for you.
You have no right to be in my car.
You don't know the law.
I do.
Oh,
it's
you
called
do.
Terry versus Ohio, 1962.
Yeah,
Set precedence for the Fourth Amendment to the Constitution. You know what the Fourth Amendment to the Constitution
Yes,
is?
I do.
Okay,
Yes,
tell
I do.
me what it is.
Do you have
I'm
Tell
not
me what it is.
explaining myself to you.
Unreasonable search and seizure. Get the fuck out of my car.
Okay.
You have insurance on the car?
Of course I have insurance on the car. She has no right to be in my car because you're breaking my constitutional rights.
Where's your insurance? There's no insurance. Where's your insurance?
It's in my car.
Okay, that's where at in the car?
I don't know. You pulled me
Would
over
it
for a
be?
seatbelt. A seatbelt. Why are you in my car? Because I leaned over.
Because you didn't know you couldn't
That's your
have a
clear.
weapon.
Okay, you just did a cursory search of my
No, I
person.
didn't.
You did a cursory
I
search
didn't
of my
go in
person.
your pocket.
I know you
Down the
didn't.
car.
That's a cursory search.
It's called a protected pat down.
Oh my
Relax,
God,
relax.
dude. I'm telling
He
you.
has insurance on the car.
Where is the insurance?
Where's the insurance?
In the car.
Where?
We've already had this conversation. I don't know. I had to be in the car.
This is the moment everything breaks. The officer admits it. I don't know. But under the Fourth Amendment, a search requires probable cause, not uncertainty. If you don't know the crime, you don't get to search the car.
I had to be in the car and look for it.
We just got to it.
Be my guest now.
Okay, we're gonna send you a message.
My
We're
guess
just
is
gonna
that
need
will-
info for this. We're notified name, conditions. If anybody's
Listen, man, listen. You put your hand in the middle. There's traffic.
We need to see the insurance.
Just stay calm. It's all right. Just stay calm. Just stay calm.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Do you have valid insurance? This expired March 11th, 2019.
This was effective March. What does that say? Expiration date 3/12/2020. And you're the one searching my car. You're searching my car. You can't even read a fucking insurance. You're a fucking joke.
There you go, sir.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll be back with your ticket.
Yeah. Hurry up, motherfucker. This was effective March. What does that say? Expiration date 3/12/2020. And you're the one searching my car. You're searching my car. You can't even read a fucking insurance. You're a fucking joke.
There you go, sir.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll be back with your ticket. Sit tight. Sit tight.
Yeah. Hurry up. Hurry up. And bring back your ID cards. Bring back your business cards. Make sure you do that. No, bring back your business card. You're out of your fucking mind, dude. You're out of your fucking mind. How dare you go in my fucking car? How dare you go in my car?
Relax, bro. Relax, bro.
You guys are out your mind, dude.
Sir, would you like me to explain it to you, or keep yelling?
I don't need you to explain anything to me.
Okay, because you know the law, you know everything?
I do know the law. I do know the law. It has to qualify as a Terry stop. It has to qualify as a Terry stop. He took me out of the car because he believed I had a weapon on me, so he can do a cursory search of my person for a weapon. They by no means can enter my car.
Why did he believe you had a weapon?
You'd have to ask him.
Where'd you reach to?
But because I leaned over, that's why he believed I had a weapon. So
It is. When somebody gets pulled over and they want to hide something, you see their head go down and do some stuff. It's reasonable suspicion to believe, okay, maybe you are hiding something.
okay,
Reasonable suspicion. It's not a crime to leave.
okay. That I'm doing what? What's the crime?
There's your license back.
What's your name and badge number?
It's Gregory. It's right here. I'm gonna give you a receipt.
I don't care about that. I'm asking you. Tell me
It's right
what your
here.
name.
Gregory,
No.
9960.
Gregory 9960. Where's your partner at? What's her name and badge number?
It's all on here.
No, I want her. I'm
Open
asking her. No, she
I'm
can't
telling
sit.
you.
No, she doesn't get to sit in the car now.
I'm telling you.
She does. No, she does not get to sit in the car now. I'm going to get her on tape.
You already got it. We're all on tape. It's all being recorded.
Listen.
Here's
What is her name and badge number?
It's right here.
Okay, tell me it.
Pedesano.
I
I
can't
just
read.
told you.
Who told you I can read?
Well,
What's her name and badge number?
It's not okay. Pedesano.
O Pedesano. How do you spell that?
13053.
Pedesano or O Pedesano?
Pedesano.
The officer's name, the female's name was Kimberly Opedesano. She claimed she wasn't going to ID because her name would be written on the bottom of my ticket for me. Her name and her star number. Now let's look at how you spell Opedesano and her star number. There it is right there. Now, the only way I have to identify her, because I never got a close-up shot of her name tag or her star number, was her signing the bottom of this ticket. She knew that. In fact, she told me she's going to put it on there so I can read it. Now let's see what old Kimberly put on the bottom of this ticket. Kimberly's name changed. Her name is now W.U. Woo! She went from O. Pedisano to Woo.
Here's your tickets. You can mail it in. You got your license.
I'm gonna mail those in. Yeah, sure.
There you go. Have a great
Make sure
day.
you show up for court. Make sure you show up. Make sure you show up for court. Make sure you show up for court. Make sure you show up for court. This is her right here. This is the one. Right there. Right there.
It's me.
Yeah, it is you. I'll see you in court. I'll see you in court, sweetheart.
He challenged them on the law and still got searched anyway. But what happens when officers don't even have a clear reason from the start? In the next case, suspicion becomes the excuse, and the pressure to ID gets even worse.
Where's Lauren?
Hi.
Everything all right, sir?
Yeah, I was checking out something out on the map.
Okay, all right. You do realize you stopped there, back there?
Yeah, we thought we could get through. Then we saw we couldn't, so we turned around.
All right. You got your driver's license with you?
I do. Am I getting pulled over for something?
Well, you pulled into the warden's driveway back there.
To turn around.
Yeah, and we're trying to figure out what you were doing. We're trying to identify you.
Is that illegal?
How's my ID going to tell you what I'm doing?
Well, we're trying to identify you.
Okay.
For what?
May I please have your driver's license?
Is that a lawful order?
Yes, sir.
What infraction do you believe I've
pulled
committed?
over here on the road, and I checked
Yeah.
that.
Because I was going to look at the map. I didn't want to get on my cellular device
Well, that's good.
while I was driving.
Well, that's good. I appreciate it. You have your driver's license?
I have my driver's license with me, but I'm not certain I'm required to give it. Can you state some sort of statute or
Yes, sir.
some sort
Listen carefully. The officer makes a bold claim. Anytime, you must provide ID. But under the Fourth Amendment, police need reasonable suspicion of a crime, not just curiosity. And in many states, stop and identify laws only apply after that threshold is met. Right here, the foundation is already shaky.
some sort of infraction?
Anytime you're requested by law enforcement to provide driver's license, you have to provide driver's license.
If you've committed some sort of infraction or
You turn
crime,
around back there.
was
It's
that
not
illegal?
illegal.
Was that illegal?
And you pulled in, so we're trying to figure out what
Was
you're
that
doing
illegal?
down there. We were trying to figure out.
I understand that.
We're trying to figure out what you're doing there.
But you're not to figure out what I'm doing, police. You're the law enforcement, police.
And that we're trying to figure out. It's suspicious. So we're just trying to figure out what you were doing down
Is
there.
one of
You have
your
driver's
is
license?
one of these cars your supervisor?
Yes, sir, it is.
I'd like
but
to talk to your supervisor,
You're going
please.
to talk to me right now. And do you have your driver's license?
I'm not. I don't think I'm required to give you my driver's license, and I'd like to talk to your supervisor to find out.
Yes, sir. May I please get your driver's license?
I don't believe you're giving me a lawful command, sir.
Yes, I am, sir.
For what purpose do you need my ID? What crime do you or ordinance do you suspect me to have broken?
Because it was suspicious of you to pull
Suspicious,
into
is
the driveway
that a
and back up
misdemeanor or
and
is that a
pull back
felony?
this way.
Is that a misdemeanor or a felony?
That's articulable reasonable suspicion that you were
Of what
doing
crime?
something. That you were loitering or something like that. Do you have
Do you have
driver's
evidence
license?
that I was loitering?
Sir, you pulled in back there, did you not?
I turned around, yeah, because I saw that I couldn't get through.
You
That's
couldn't get
correct.
through. The road was open. I don't know.
Oh, I
where
saw.
you-
It looked like there was checkpoints for getting into the prison or something. So we turned around because we didn't think we could get through.
As you can see from our plate, we're not from here,
Yeah.
so
I
yeah.
understand that. Do you have your driver's license?
I don't. I'm telling you. Am I lawfully required to give you my ID?
Yes, sir. Yes,
what?
sir.
What? For what purposes am I lawfully required?
What I just explained to you, sir.
Suspicion isn't a crime, and I didn't break any
Articulable
ordinance.
reasonable suspicion, yes.
Of
a crime.
Of a
Articulable
crime.
reasonable suspicion that you turn around back
Can
there
I just
doing
talk to the
something.
supervisor that's back there?
No, sir. I need your driver's license.
I'm done answering questions.
All right, sir. I'm gonna have you step out of the vehicle for me, sir.
For what purpose?
Step out of the vehicle, sir. I just need to identify you. That,
But
and that's
for what
all.
purpose?
You're making it harder. All I'm trying to do. Is
I'm trying to make it lawful.
All I'm trying to do.
What law do you think I broke to pull me over for?
You were down there. You pulled
I-
into the.
yes,
I
I
didn't
did.
know what you were doing, right?
I turned around.
That's the
I told you
warden's
what I'm
residence. That's the warden's residence.
I turned
State
around.
Property,
I didn't
right?
know whose it was.
It's state property. So I came
So
down
it's
here
public
to identify.
property.
That's state property. Okay.
Public property, then.
That's state property. Okay.
Was
So-
it illegal to turn around on his property?
Well, it's articulable reasonable suspicious that you're performing something
A turnaround
illegal there,
in a
or
vehicle.
you're doing something there when we have other things going on. So if I can please
I'm
identify
not
you,
from
sir.
this town.
Okay, and that's fine. And all I have to do is identify you. We can get you on your way.
How is identifying me going to tell you what I was doing?
Well, we're making sure that you're not a wanted person. You're somebody that was going to go there and harm the warden or something.
The ID is not
I'm
going to
making
tell you
a
that.
formal request for your supervisor right
Okay,
now.
well that's fine, sir.
I'm formally
but-
making a request
and
right now for your
I'm making a
supervisor.
formal request that you provide your driver's license.
But it's not a lawful request, correct?
It is a lawful request.
For what reason do I need to
like I
ID
said,
myself?
articulable reason suspicion.
What is the statute?
3611.
35.3611. What's your statute IDing? It says that if you've committed a crime, if you have in the commission of a crime, already committed a crime.
Step out for me, sir.
I'm trying to get identified, and I don't think I need to.
Step back here.
For what reason?
Step back here.
What did he explain? He explained that I turned around in someone's driveway. Yes, I did. Okay, I don't know whose driveway it was.
Stop and listen. You asked me a question. I'm telling you exactly what I'm doing.
Is it unlawful to turn around in a driveway?
Let me explain to
Go ahead.
you. I get where I'm going.
Go ahead.
All right. Currently, there's been events happening there at the prison, correct?
I don't know. You can see I'm from Florida.
So
this is what's going on.
Okay.
There's been events that's happened there at the prison last week. All right.
I didn't know
We
that.
have an incident going on right now.
I didn't know that
Now,
either.
You pulled into the warden's driveway. Now you're leaving.
I pulled into a driveway. I didn't know whose driveway it was. Wasn't posted for trespassing.
If you
I
will
made
hand
sure
your
to
phone
look.
to your buddy, he can record with both phones, but you're going to step out here and we're going to try to identify you.
Well, how is stepping out going to make me identify?
Because you haven't cooperated. I asked you
Okay,
multiple
so
times.
I'm going to ask
here.
you, sir, you're a supervisor, correct?
Doesn't matter. This is stop right now.
But is this a lawful request for my ID?
That is correct.
Can you tell me what lawful statute or
Sir,
of
step
what?
out.
My wallet's down there, so I can get you my ID from down there.
Can you
I'm
grab
not
your
going to have
lawful
you
ID?
get it.
Can you grab? I was pointing
can't
at
see
it.
it.
It's right there. That's why I was pointing at it. You think that?
Okay,
it's
so I'm going to identify myself.
Let me see your
I'm going to identify myself, but I am going to make sure to follow through with this because I don't believe it's
By
lawful.
all means, please,
Okay.
sir.
So
I'm
you're-
not telling you. I'm not telling
So
you.
you're
you
right. Just for the record, you're identifying me right now for what purpose?
Like I told you.
Because you're suspicious.
turned
Because I'm
around.
suspicious.
Yes, you turned around. You don't know everything that has happened.
I don't
recently.
know anything that's
Okay,
happened. I'm not
so
from here.
I'm going to explain it to you once I'm able to identify you.
Okay. So you're identifying me for suspicious behavior,
Yes, sir.
and that's not a misdemeanor nor a felony.
It is. It would
nor
be.
have I committed
What-
a traffic infraction.
We don't know what you're doing. But honestly,
This isn't going to tell you what I'm doing. But so, just for the record, I have not made a traffic infraction, correct?
sir,
Is that correct?
You pulled into the water.
Did I
You
make
are
a traffic
articulable-
infraction? Yes or
Sir,
no?
Sir, you pulled into a driveway that does not
Yes, I
belong
did.
to you, right?
Yes.
You don't know who it belongs to.
Correct. I was
All
turning
right,
around.
so
It's
I'm
a
coming down
normal
here. I've
practice.
informed you.
Yes.
When I initially informed you, when I asked for your driver's license, you asked for the reason. I informed you whose driveway that was.
Which I asked was that unlawful,
All right.
and you said
Yes,
it's
I'm
state
trying to
property.
I'm trying to figure out because of the
My
events that
ID is going to
occurred.
make it yes or not
Yes, sir.
unlawful?
Yes, sir.
My
Let
ID
me
is going to
see- let
change
me see
whether
your
it's
driver's
lawful or
license.
not. All
I'm-
right. I am handing you my driver's license
Yes,
under
sir.
duress. Under threat of...
okay.
Am I going to get arrested if I don't give you my license?
Sir, you can be charged.
This is the breaking point. He doesn't agree, but he complies, under duress. Under cases like Heibel v. 6th Judicial District Court, ID can be required, but only with valid reasonable suspicion. Here, the question lingers. Was that standard ever met?
I'm just asking for your driver's license.
Am I going to be arrested if I don't give you my
I'm just
driver's
asking
license?
for your driver's license. Yes, sir.
If
you
you're
can be arrested.
If you're
You can.
asking for it, I'm going to say no. If you're requesting it, requiring it by law,
I am requiring
under
it by law.
threat of arrest, then I will.
I
then
am
will do
requiring it by law. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I am going to get arrested if I don't ID myself.
There is state law that says when you're requested by
That's a
law
yes or
enforcement.
no?
Yes,
Okay.
if you're required by law enforcement, you must provide your driver's
All right.
license.
If there's a reasonable suspicion.
This is articulable reasonable suspicion. You just
Of
proved
what
it.
crime? Of what crime? Whoa! Whoa! Simple battery. You just battered me, sir.
Step out here, because I've given you lawful commands.
And you have my ID.
Please
And
give-
you have my ID.
Please give your phone to your friend, and we're gonna step out here.
Okay, I'm stepping out. You don't need to manhandle me. I'm
I'm
stepping
not.
out.
How am I
Your
manhandling?
hand-
Step out.
Okay, I'm stepping
I'm
out.
not. I don't want you doing anything to put the vehicle in drive because I've had that happen before.
I'll shut it off.
All right, thank you.
I didn't even think of that. I apologize.
Step back
Okay,
here.
I'm stepping back.
We're gonna step in front of my car. We'll get out the road. I just want you out the roadway. I just want you out the roadway.
He said rear. You said my car, and he said rear. So that's all right. Drop it. You drop it. Stop barking orders at me, tyrant. That's what you are. You know it. And we're gonna make sure everybody knows it. Hey, go live. Are you live?
No.
2 stops, 1 pattern. Authority pushed, without clear legal ground. In Chicago, a search with no real explanation. In the second stop, ID demanded, based on nothing more than suspicion. Different scenes, Same question. Do you know your rights, or do you give them up? Because at the end of the day, you don't need to stay silent. You need to know the law. If you've ever been pressured to show ID without a clear reason, drop your experience in the comments. Hit subscribe so next time, you're not the one being caught off guard. This is ID Refusal Pro, where knowledge isn't optional. It's your strongest defense.